Hi, this is Gary with DeWitt Law. I wanted to give you information face to face, but not take up 45 minutes of your time to an hour of your time. I want to tell you what it takes, what you need to know about saving your home and protecting your money from Medicaid. The only unfortunate thing is that I can't answer your questions interactively, but you can always call 479 717 6300 to ask your questions. If you're watching this, we want to let you know we are offering a free consultation. We offer these consults by phone, in person, or via Zoom. Go to dewitt.law/SA to set up your consult 24 hours by 7 days a week. Or call 479 717 6300 to set up a time. Here's what you need to know about protecting your home and savings from Medicaid in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Much of what we are going to discuss depends on a correct, comprehensive estate plan. It is especially dependent on a properly drafted, comprehensive, durable power of attorney. In fact, a properly drafted estate plan can help save your house in the first place without any further work. The properly drafted, durable power of attorney will allow you to work with your spouse's retirement accounts, make gifts, and sign for your spouse when needed to get long-term care. The cost of long-term care, even in home care, are high and going up 3 to 5% every year. That means they double roughly every 18 years. Compare that to the average rate of inflation of 2%. 2% inflation means prices double every 36 years. If a nursing home room is $5,000 now, in 18 years it will be $10,000. How much will it be when you need it? Medicaid was created to help those that didn't have anything get long-term care. It is what is called a means-tested benefit. That means that your assets and income are used to determine if you qualify or not. There are upper limits to both how much you can have and how much the person that needs care can make. Too many people think they need to spend everything they have and sell their home in order to qualify. This just isn't true. You don't have to spend everything, and you don't have to sell your home. Many people have too many assets to qualify, but not enough to provide for their loved ones that need long-term care for very long without bankrupting themselves. The job of estate planning and elder law in these cases is to come up with a plan to get the family qualified and minimize the cost to the family. Many times we can save the home and a lot of money for the family. Medicaid allows a family to have a house and a car within limits. The house can't be worth more than about $600,000. What they often don't tell you is that the lot you bought next door or across the street is included with the house. All adjacent real estate is considered part of your house. Medicaid isn't going to take the home away from your spouse if you need long-term care in a facility. And Medicaid isn't going to make your spouse sell their car. What you need to know is if you own a house in town and a cabin a ways off, the cabin will be counted as an asset. You can only exempt your primary residence and all the adjacent property. This isn't to say you can't save distant or out-of-state real estate, but you'll need 5 years. Where Medicaid may take a home is after you and your spouse are gone. They could use a process called Medicaid Estate Recovery to put a lien against the home up to the amount Medicaid spent on your care. The key word here is estate. If the home isn't part of your probate estate, then Medicaid cannot put a lien against the house. Up until August of 2021, saving the home for Medicaid recovery in Arkansas was somewhat difficult. Thanks to a change in the law, the process of saving the home was simplified some. Now, even a single person can save their home for Medicaid recovery without relying on an irrevocable trust. Assets, such as savings and retirement accounts, are another area where Medicaid myths abound. The first thing you need to know is that Medicaid counts the assets of both people in the marriage for qualification. Fair or not, this is the rule, so we deal with it. And yes, in Arkansas, retirement accounts are included in the assets. If you have a 401k with $250,000 in it, it counts and must be spent down. The asset limit for a couple in 2021 for Medicaid qualification is $130,380. Arkansas is a half state. Arkansas expects you to spend half the money on long-term care and keep the other half up to the limit. But that is an expectation, not a requirement of the law. Let me explain this half concept a little more. If you and your spouse have $100,000 in savings, then Arkansas will allow your spouse and you to keep $50,000 and expects you to spend $50,000 on long-term care. However, you don't have to spend it on care. You're allowed by law to spend it on anything for which you receive full benefit. You can pay down a mortgage, improve the house, buy a car, buy prepaid funeral insurance, and many other things. If you and your spouse have more than $260,760, then you are capped at $130,380. This doesn't mean you have to spend everything above that cap. In the case of couples, we can turn assets into income over time to the spouse at home, the community spouse. You see, the income of the spouse at home is not counted in the Medicaid acceptance process. So, for a couple, we can preserve a lot of money and real estate. For a single person, the home and adjacent property can still be saved. It's the cash in retirement accounts that become the problem. But there is a way to preserve about 50 to 55% of that money too. Through a combination of gifting and spending, we can now give the money to the family and make sure that the care is still provided. All of this hinges on the fact that a proper estate plan was set up in the first place. The gifting strategy depends on a durable power of attorney that has the right language in it. Without that language, gifts of property can't be made and the whole strategy fails. If you don't have a durable power of attorney, the alternative is a guardianship. In the case of a guardianship, many, if not most of the judges will not approve a gifting plan. That's it in 10 minutes or less. We're here to help you. We offer consults by phone, in person, or via Zoom video. I'm going to hand over to you the ability to set up that time yourself. Just go to dewitt.law/SA. We're here to help. Call 479-717-6300 to ask questions or set up your free consultation today.